Well, I hope you like big trucks, because it turns out Elon and Franz have changed their mind on the size of the Cybertruck being smaller. This came from a tweet we got yesterday, which was commenting on a trailer, or kind of a teaser video from the Jay Leno special, which should be dropping later this week, so stay tuned for that. That should be exciting. We might find out some new info about it, but even if we don't, we should be getting some awesome B-roll shots of the Cybertruck. So Jay Leno was asking Elon what changes were they going to make on the production model versus this prototype they were driving around, more than likely hoping that the design would fundamentally change in some way, and Elon was basically saying nope. All they really had to do was reduce the size of the Cybertruck by about 5%, but keep in mind this Jay Leno special was filmed before. Elon later tweeted that the latest updates on the Cybertruck is that it would be around 3% smaller in every way in order to make it more compact for more people's garages, but then that idea got completely scrapped. But as they're getting closer to the production model, maybe because they wanted to make sure that they can reach those advertised specifications they originally showcased when unveiling the Cybertruck, probably like the bed length and stuff like that, they have decided the production model will pretty much be the exact same size as the prototype, which is a good news, bad news situation there, because I definitely saw a lot of people that are excited to get their Cybertruck, but very confused / concerned how they're going to fit it in their own garages, because this is quite a large vehicle. And yeah, I know it's competing with the Ford F-150, and in that segment it's pretty standard when it comes to size, but there were just a lot of people out there that are used to driving, you know, Model 3, Model Y, or Model X, and now jumping up to the Cybertruck size, this is much bigger vehicle than most, you know, electric fanboys were comfortable with. But the good news is he followed that up in the same tweet with saying that they would later release a world version of the Cybertruck, which would probably make a whole lot more sense for Europe, because I know there's a bunch of our fans over in Europe that are saying Cybertruck way too big to be practical here, and they're taking my reservation, so what's the deal? What's gonna happen there? And he has referenced this before. In fact, I made a video about it last time he did, but that was almost 6 months ago now. But I'm very glad to hear that that option is still on the table and they're still considering making a smaller version of the Cybertruck, because personally, that would make a whole lot of sense for me. My first car I ever drove was a Ford Ranger, and that thing was practical. It, you know, it had a big bed in the back that I could load stuff into, but at the same time, it was very easy to park. You know, you weren't sitting crazy high off the ground, and it was a compact pickup, and I would love to see something like the Cybertruck, literally just smaller in every way, particularly if that brought the price down, because that would also make it a lot more appealing in my opinion. So making a smaller Cybertruck absolutely makes sense, especially for all of the places in Europe where a pickup of the Cybertruck's caliber would be insane. But to the people that the Cybertruck is catering towards first, which is the Ford F-150, that's why they're scouting the central US for the next Gigafactory, more than likely be in Texas, because a lot of people need them for work and are using them for practical use cases, and making sure that that bed in the back is huge and can store lots of stuff also really helps that there's no wheel wells in the back, so you have a lot of flexibility. Those rails, of course, you can attach third-party accessories to and customize it however you want. This is kind of a good news, bad news situation, because I bet there's a lot of people out there that are really, really excited to see how large it is, especially looking at some of the video teasers we got from the Jay Leno special. Man, the Cybertruck looks big. Maybe Jay Leno's just kind of a shorter guy, but when he's sitting in that Cybertruck driver's seat, oh my god, I mean, it looks like, you know, Yoda driving a car or something. This thing is huge, and I'm curious what Elon has to say to people saying, you know, why not make it more compact so we can fit it into our garage? Elon's probably just gonna say, you know what, this thing, you know, it could have a solar option, so we figured a lot of people are gonna be parking it outside anyway, and because it's got this rigid stainless steel exoskeleton, he confirmed to someone else that it's going to be impervious to weather, so you don't have to worry about hardcore hail or snow and the elements of outside really damaging this truck very much, because it's, you know, obviously built very rigidly and very, very rugged. It's meant to be outside, so screw the garage, you know? It'll park outside, charge outside if it needs to, but for sure, the people that are buying a truck of this size hopefully have a garage that's big enough to contain a truck of this size in the first place. So good news is, if you like big trucks, Cybertruck, you know, it's going to be as big as the prototype, so all of those side-by-sides we saw with the Ford, those are accurate now. And the other good news is, if you were excited for a smaller Cybertruck, or Tesla making a condensed down version, maybe not making it a 5-seater, or I may go as far as to say maybe not having a 4-door option and just making it a bit shorter and smaller, that might be a little too crazy, but still, I wouldn't mind. That option is still on the table, and Tesla looks to be doing that. I'm imagining, since Giga Berlin is going to be operational by next year, and the Cybertruck is probably not launching until end of next year, that means they probably will never even ship Cybertrucks overseas to countries in Europe, because they would rather just build them at Giga Berlin once they launch launch the Cybertruck program there. But it's very possible the Cybertruck they build at Giga Berlin could be smaller than the United States model, just because that market doesn't require trucks to be that big. In fact, it's very impractical for them. So I will absolutely keep you guys posted as we learn more about it, but feel free to hit me up over on Twitter. Join my Discord if you think this is a good move, a bad move. Tall people, I think, will appreciate the size not changing that much either. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.